So what I'm doing tonight is I'm looking at this relationship with MoneyGram and Ripple. I think that to me, I mean, this is what people use to make their investment decisions, guys, I think anyway. So what I'm wondering is why doesn't this, like, for example, this letter here, this is basically a letter from MoneyGram people to the SEC. And what it is basically they're talking about the partnership between the two. And it seems like that this letter is a response to an inquiry by the commission, the SEC, into the partnership. So you can see here, look, dear Mr. Watson and Mr. Thompson. You know, up here, look, Mr. Watson and Thompson, Securities and Exchange Commission. Washington, attention, Tony Watson and Bill Thompson, Office of Trade and Services, okay? Let me see. See if there's anybody in here. Yeah. So this is MoneyGram responding to basically questions that Mr. Watson and Mr. Thompson of the SEC had about the partnership. So here we go. Look, enclosed, please find the response of MoneyGram to the comments contained in a letter dated July 21, 2020. I wonder if Ripple has that letter. I wonder if that's what they're referring to in the in their hearing today, that they have, you know, information that market entity, somebody important in the market, communicated with the SEC. That was talked about today in the hearing. So anyway, back to the letter. Yes, so this is a response about the partnership. And SEC is basically has already emailed or mailed a letter on July 21 with comments about the above referenced filings. So I guess this is the filing here. Look, Form 10K from December 31, 2019. Okay, and this is basically the SEC inquiring about the document that 10K that was filed. It's an SEC document filed by MoneyGram. Okay. Response dated May 29th, 2020. So the date of this letter is August 6th. Okay. So I'm thinking, wow, okay. So I don't know what this May 29th is. I don't know what date that is. I guess this is a response, March, April, May. So maybe May is when this response was first mailed. But anyway, the point is that there is communication, guys, going on about this stuff. So this all talks about the Ripple partnership and, you know, Ripple getting shares and stuff like that. So, but if we go down here to the bottom, you know, you can see that the SEC is asking questions about, you know, the relationship between these two companies. And, you know, the point is that there is communication going. And then, you know, you have so much history if you go through the SEC filings for MoneyGram, where they're literally referencing XRP and its use case. And here in this document, check this out. We also considered the fair value of the commercial agreement as part of our analysis. The commercial agreement involves the payment by Ripple to MoneyGram for providing the service of developing and bringing liquidity to XRP. Okay. So is the SEC like not interested if they were so concerned? I mean, it's not like this XRP hot potato wasn't, you know, in the news with, you know, Bitcoin in the news. Like, well, it's right here. It's like a softball for them. They can deal with this. Okay. So anyway, they say here, providing services of developing and bringing liquidity to XRP markets and providing a reliable level of foreign currency trading activity. The potential compensation received by the company from Ripple pursuant to the commercial agreement is dependent on the company performing the agreed services. There was no advance or loaded payments made by Ripple under the commercial agreement. The rate of compensation was based. Let me turn down this music a little bit. I don't know how loud that is. Seems loud. All right. Where was I? Okay. So, there were no advance. Okay. In accordance with the February 14th, 2020 call between the company and the OCA staff, which is these two people, was it Thompson and the staff here, right here. The staff is Tony Watson and Bill Thompson. Okay. So there's this communication going on. In accordance with the February 14th, 2020 call between the company and the OCA staff, the company has been applying ASC 70520 to the treatment of the payments received by Ripple under the commercial agreement. Okay, so I don't understand what they're saying here. Payments received by Ripple. It sounds like Ripple's getting the payments, but what it is actually is that the Ripple payments are going to MoneyGram in the form of XRP, and ASC 70520, it seems, is being used as, I guess, the accounting practice to report this, okay? In light of the foregoing, we consider the commercial agreement to be at market at the date of arrangement was entered into, and that no portion of the payment for the shares relates to the service arrangement. Okay. As discussed previously as part of our pre-clearance process with the Office of the Chief Accountant, we have not devoted significant efforts to analyze the accounting impact had the shares conveyed to Ripple, yada, yada. Okay. So let's just do a quick review. Again, this letter is a response by MoneyGram to the SEC, Office of Trade and Services, Tony Watson and Bill Thompson. This was filed with the SEC, it looks like, on August 6, 2020. And what it is a response to a letter from the SEC to MoneyGram about the Ripple partnership. Okay? And it is related to the form that MoneyGram filed on December 31st, 2019. I guess that would be the fourth quarter report, maybe 10K. I don't know what the 10K is. It's maybe the annual report even. And I remember when that came out, so it was like I remember looking over this document back then. So anyway, so the SEC contacts MoneyGram to get some details, and then they go back and forth. And this is MoneyGram's response. So they talk about some stock stuff, They talk about the securities that MoneyGram is going to give to Ripple, it sounds like. So the idea of securities, it's all on the table. There's like an elephant in the room, and everybody's like, I didn't see it, I don't know. But here we go. This is where they start bringing up XRP in this document. So they talk about how they're reporting stuff, and then they talk about this XRP and how they're going to get paid in XRP for bringing liquidity to the XRP network. Okay? And that would be through the remittances. I guess just the program, I think, just did it to Mexico. But MoneyGram would get paid in XRP. And it says here, guys, it says, we also consider the fair value of commercial agreement as part of our analysis. The commercial agreement involves the payment by Ripple to MoneyGram for providing services of developing and bringing liquidity to XRP markets and providing a reliable level of foreign currency trading activity. So the compensation Ripple was providing in XRP to MoneyGram was based on the amount of liquidity that they brought to the XRP ledger, okay, or RippleNet, I guess it would be. That's what I'm reading. Anyway, this is my opinion. I'm not a financial guru, so I'm just gonna show you what I'm going through when I look for information about, where I put my money. So they decide that, and then they basically decided, they wanted to use a certain accounting practice defined as this ID here. And look, it says here, guys. It says here, look. The potential compensation received by the company from Ripple pursuant to the commercial agreement is dependent on the company performing the agreed services. In accordance with February 14th, 2020 call between the company and the OCA staff, the OCA is the SEC, MoneyGram has been applying ASC 705-20 to the treatment of the payments that Ripple is making to MoneyGram. Okay? You guys see what I'm saying? They're telling you right here that they communicated with the SEC on how to deal with XRP, which is what Ripple was paying MoneyGram. So I don't understand why MoneyGram right now, if anybody's followed that stock, it is in a, if you do a search for MoneyGram, and look at the headlines, it's actually recovering, but so the SEC, so we look at the headlines, it's been like this since the lawsuit started, pretty much. That is, since the SEC and Ripple lawsuit was fired up, it basically is, these are class actions against MoneyGram, and these advertisements have been all over the headlines for months about law firms wanting to sue MoneyGram, a class action against MoneyGram for misleading investors, okay, based on their use of XRP, an unregistered security, according to the SEC, is the, so my whole thing is I don't understand these lawsuits, because it seems like the SEC is the one who has harmed and misled investors and misled MoneyGram and all the parties involved, really. Because why would MoneyGram, why would this deal continue for years? And go look at the MoneyGram SEC filings. They all, since the partnership happened, they all reference the XRP, and they even say what it's used for. Okay? So, and this whole letter here is about securities. Mostly, I think. No, I'm not a financial person. I'm just telling you what I'm reading, guys. But my impression of this document is this is basically more about the partnership between MoneyGram and Ripple, and the shares that MoneyGram is going to give to Ripple and all that stuff. So it's about securities, guys. Not particularly XRP, but the idea that nobody is thinking XRP when that is all over, Bitcoin's all over the place, cryptocurrency, the new stuff is coming. The idea that they are just oh yeah, we just didn't see XRP in there, we didn't. It's pretty silly, and I think that the SEC has harmed investors through this, because look. We're going to look at the chart here. All right, let's look at when they dropped. Let's look at when, here it is right here. Okay, this is right here, 19th. Boom, we fall. Okay. This is when a fourth quarter report came out that was decent. I mean, there was no reason for the stock to drop in value this much, except this is when Ripple and MoneyGram announced that their partnership was going to be paused. Okay? All right, look, dated February 22nd, guys. Look at this. Okay. SEC heat on Ripple gives MoneyGram pause even as digital channels grow. And this is when they decided to pause the relationship, guys. Now look at the chart. You tell me this is not related? Look, crash, MoneyGram. Okay, we still haven't recovered. Let's look at the XRP chart. Wow, it's up to $1.09. It's awesome. Let's do full screen. All right, zoom in on February. Okay, let's leave that side because it's recovering. That doesn't really play into this old news. So right here, here's the fall. What do I do? I need to get... Okay, let's do candles. Zoom out. Okay, February 22nd, guys. Look. There it is. Right here, look. Right here. Okay, look at that. February 22nd, boom, okay? Now, let's go back to December and see what happened when they announced the lawsuit against Ripple. I can't remember what that date was. I think this is MoneyGram. I think it was back on, I think it was around here, you know, this is when it fell. And we all know what happened to XRP back then. Right. Oh, I don't have it. I'm moving around too fast for my computer. Anyway, you get the point, guys. February 22nd. I mean, how is that not related? Now, all of a sudden, all these lawsuits against MoneyGram, or at least threats of lawsuits, a class action against MoneyGram. But MoneyGram didn't. Look, it shows right here they were working with this document here. Shows that they were working with the SEC and have XRP in the conversation. Okay? So you want to know who legitimized? I mean, the SEC seems like, are they, who? Is there like multiple factions there, or are they gaslighting us? Because if I go back and read this stuff, or if I were to go back in history, I read a lot of this stuff in the sort of like research I did. So is the SEC gaslighting me? Because they're saying, you know, they're giving legitimacy by not addressing these issues when they're right on their tables. It's like, and don't forget, like during the time, guys, like cryptocurrency is all over the news. You're telling me that the SEC itself is just, yeah, like we didn't notice. What's XRP? Nobody knows. Well, because, you know, we're like, you tell me that nobody knows and thinks that there needs to be. I would say that they do know and that they didn't address it because it's obviously not a security. So, and another thing you could do is go to the Edgar website and you could just search all the, they said 10K, it's 8K. Oh, here it is. 10K, oh, so 10K is the annual report, okay. So it was the December annual report. It would be, I don't know where it's, it would be December, so. You know, and in this, see, look, in June 19, we entered a commercial agreement. That's when they started getting XRP as payment. Okay. And this statement here is in, from that point on, is in their reports. So I don't know. I think this might be the correspondence that Ripple is talking about, guys. So Alrighty, that's about it. Let me see if, whoops. See if anybody in here. Nobody in the chat. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I hope this was helpful for someone. I'll leave this video posted. All right, peace.